Ink sprays are one of those mediums that really trip up paper crafters, but the secret to stunning looks can be as easy as pairing them with things you have around the house to make more sophisticated, textured looks. Every technique video is narrated live while I'm doing the technique, so you're getting a real-time view of how the whole process works. Pull out the supplies I'm using and create right along with me, pausing as you need. Before we get started, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. I appreciate it. I think the fundamental problem that most crafters have with ink sprays is that they go ahead and they spray it on their cardstock, or maybe they use a stencil and they don't like the results, and then they just go ahead and they put them right back on the shelf and they never use them again. Well, I think ink sprays are a little more complex than that. You need to have a playful spirit and really feel like experimenting with ink sprays and different mediums to get unique looks. So in this video, I'm going to show you how you can use some things from around your house. So some spare fabric, some bubble wrap, and some paper toweling to create really neat effects with your ink sprays. For all these projects, I'm just going to work off of this silicone mat, and I have a sticky sheet here to help keep my piece of mixed media paper in place as I'm working. So for my first project, I'm going to use some bubble wrap, and you want to make sure that the bubble wrap doesn't have a coating over the top of it, like an extra layer of plastic that keeps the bubbles all encapsulated. You want the bubbles to be free and loose so that you can see in between the individual bubbles. If not, it's just like working off the backside and you're just going to be pressing plastic into your project. All right, so with the bubble wrap, of course, you're going to get kind of this bubbly look. So let's spray on here a couple times. And maybe even put some of this in there as well. And I'm going to go ahead and put my bubble wrap down in the paper. And just kind of let it smush around a little bit. And then when I lift up, as you can see, it left behind the bubble wrap impression. So I'm going to dry this up real quick. All right, so now that this is somewhat dry, you can see that the circles have kind of faded a little bit. They've blended out into each other, but you can see circles up here in the periphery and around the edges. If this had been done in like different shades of yellow, it would look really honeycomb-esque. But I've got extra paint on here still, so I can take this and just put it on top again to add more defined texture now that the rest of this is dry. And now I've got a gorgeous panel that is going to look amazing on a card or another mixed media project. Another look that you can create is by using wet fabric or microfiber cloths. So I've got some fabric, and as you can see, I've used this before. I just rinse it out, let it dry, and then I can use it again. You can run it through the washer if you need to get extra color out of it. But I'm going to go ahead and start by spraying onto my cardstock. I'm going to take my wet fabric here, and I'm just going to press into the cardstock, and it's going to kind of pull up some of this color, and it's going to leave really neat lines. These are going to soften up just like they would with the bubble wrap. So you can see I pressed in some areas where there wasn't as much ink, and it was just pulling some of the ink off of the fabric. So I've got this really cool look here, and I'm going to go ahead and dry this. And once you have it a little dry here, you can either leave it like this or you can continue adding to it. So if I wanted to add even more texture to this, I could go ahead and spray my fabric and then lay it down and get some other detail. Let me take this other piece here, and I'll use a different color. So you can see I've got some really great detail because I was applying the paint to dry cardstock. So let me dry this a little bit again. And this time I'll add some pink in here. So again, it doesn't matter, it's going to soak into my fabric a little bit, but then I can get these really deep looks here. And then go ahead and dry this again, and I'll have a really neat background that's got lots of texture, layers, and color. Another effect you can create is by using just paper towels. So again, you can go ahead and start your spray. Get a few colors on here. And maybe swirl it around with your fingers. This is obviously a great idea to be wearing some gloves to keep your hands from getting all inked up. And I'm going to go ahead and take my paper toweling and just press and lift. And you can see I'm already getting some texture. So this is going to not only lighten up the color, but start to add in some texture. And I'm going to go ahead and dry this. And again, now that it's dry, I'm going to take this same paper towel and I can, pick up some of this excess here and just press onto my card. And I'm going to get this texture from the paper towel, this pattern, onto my paper. I can even spray it if I want to get that color in there. And the more that I model this by pouncing my colors and adding in different colors while it's still wet, the more I'm going to create kind of almost a marble effect. So there we go. We would dry this up again, and then we've got really cool mottled marbled effect. So there you go, some really amazing effects that you can create just by using some simple household items and your ink sprays. I hope you enjoyed this technique and you add it into your toolbox sometime soon. When you give it a try, share it out on Instagram and tag me at Nicole Watt Creates. I always love to see what your creative mind is thinking. Thank you so much for spending a little time with me today. And until next time, happy crafting.